Hi everyone, it's Ellie again with another composting video. In the last video I talked about what compost is made of and how to maintain a pile. In this video I'll talk about the benefits of using compost in your garden and how you can get started on your own composting journey. So after months of the decomposition process, our food scraps and leaves have turned into a beautiful, rich product, compost. Compost is full of nutrients and minerals, all of the things that were once part of the food and leaves that we put into it. This is really neat as it is an example of a closed loop system. So all of the waste or things we see as waste in our garden can be channeled into a new form that can add health and vigor to the next plant's life. Compost can be worked into the soil throughout the entirety of the season. However, it's a great idea to add it prior to starting seeds or to planting starts. So compost is great because it is a natural alternative to using synthetic fertilizers or chemicals in your garden. Compost is really important because it boosts not only the biological and chemical health of our soil, but also the structure. Compost allows our soil to better retain water as well as keeps it aerated. This is important for the health of the microorganisms and microbes at work in our soil, as well as the health of the roots. The benefits are numerous with compost, and I definitely encourage you to investigate further and to see what else is out there. So with all of this said, if you're interested now in getting compost started at your house, I strongly encourage you. For my compost or food scrap bin at home, I use this bucket which we keep on the bottom shelf of the freezer. So this really helps the smells stay out of the kitchen and allows me not to have to dump the food scraps so often. Of course, there's several other alternatives. You could put a container on your counter if that's okay with the people you're living with, and regularly empty it in your own pile or at a community pile near you. If you'd like to create your own compost pile at home, the example we have here in the garden is a very economical and feasible option. So here we've used wood pallets, which can be found cheaply, and they're great as using for dividers in these piles that are at different stages of their life. You can certainly be creative, and I encourage you to find other materials, perhaps even materials that are free, in creating these vertical structures to maintain your pile. If you're not looking to make your own pile at home, you can certainly look to buy one. We have an example here at the garden that is this tumbler system. So there's a latch door in it in which you can put in all of that organic material, and you can roll this, which allows you to mix it. Because it's black and has a lot of surface area, the sun really heats it up and speeds up that decomposition process. So it's definitely an effective and efficient method. However, it may cost a little bit more. If having your own pile at your house is not feasible, that's totally fine. That doesn't stop you from participating in the composting process. There's several places where you can take your food scraps if you collect them, such as the Carborough Farmers Market on Wednesdays or Saturdays, or you're certainly always welcome to bring your food scraps here to the compost piles that we have at the garden. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you all learned something.